Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I already primed my face with the Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I already put the concealer I'm using, which is the Becca Concealer, Ultimate Coverage Concealer in Macadamia. It's a little dark, but I like using it for the lids because it gets covered by eyeshadow, so it's not too bad. And then we are going to be going into a new eyeshadow palette today, and we are going to be going into the Beauty Bay and Nikkie Tutorials palette. So I talked about this in my previous videos, and I wanted to try it on out. So we're gonna open her up and take out the slip because this fell before. So here's what the palette looks like. If y'all haven't seen it, it's really pretty. So the first shade I'm gonna go to is Basic Truth. Basic Truth. This one right here. I'm gonna use that one, and I'm just gonna put that all over the lid and kind of set that concealer a little bit. So I'm just gonna actually just use my Wonder Woman one, and we're just gonna set that entire concealer. So nothing new, just doing a lot of wedding planning, getting the wedding dates done. So we're getting married next year of October. That is set in stone. Chen and I just didn't want to wait. So I really do like the shade for setting down the concealer. I actually kind of lightened it a little bit, so not bad. All right, the next shade I'm going to go into, and I'm going to use a crease brush. I'm going to go into this shade called Zoomer right here. Go into that one. Put this all over the crease. Oh wow, she's pigmented. She is definitely pigmented. Good thing I did my eyes first. So if there's any fallout, it won't happen all over my face. Definitely very pigmented. So far they're blending really nice. I feel like I went a little bit more on this side. Okay. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a definer brush. This is the Morphe E36. It's kind of like really domed. I'm going to go into a really good transition shade. And I feel like I'm going to go into this one called Mila right here. I'm going to take that on a brush. There is some fallout in the pan, but that's to be expected. In every eyeshadow palette, you're going to get some fallout. And I'm just going to put this in the crease a little bit lower.
This is our last kiss, and I hope you know that I thank you for making me see it.
I think I'm gonna go into, I want to try out this kind of purple one right up here called Slasher.
I just wanna hold you.
Just kind of doing packing motions.
Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down here.
So far that's actually not really bad. Just bring it about like halfway into the lid, and then we're gonna do a shimmer. I still want to keep that Mila shade, that brown one, kind of defined a little bit. But I also want to make sure you can see that Zoomer one as well. These are really weird names, to be honest. Just from my perspective, really weird names. All right, so that's what the eyes look like. It's a little crazy, but I'm going with it. And then the next shade I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go into, let's go into this shade called Aura, right here. You wanna go on that one. And I don't know how it's gonna look, dry or wet. So we're gonna try it dry first, and then we'll have to try it wet if it doesn't work. So I'm just gonna take a brush. These are very creamy shades. Happens. Oh, that is not good. So I'm gonna wet this brush. Actually, I'm gonna go on and pick up product. I might dig into this a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna wet the brush. I'm just using my Hangover Primer by Too Faced. And okay, that's better. This stuff might need some setting spray. Okay, so I kind of went a little bit over that purple shade, and it's really, like, there's a lot of fallout right here, all over my nose. So I'm gonna go back in with that shade called Lasher, and I'm just gonna go back in and do tapping motions just to keep that pigment in there a little bit. Go back in. Apparently this is an orange shimmer. To go in with some liner, I'm gonna go with this e.l.f. liner. This is the e.l.f. black liner. It's got a felt tip, and I'm just gonna do a nice wing. Clean it up. So I take my finger.
Like I can fly. Thinking about you day and night. I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, you make me smile. You're the solution.
I'm gonna do mascara. I'm gonna do mascara on the top lower lashes. This is the Bambi Eye Mascara. I am taking far too long. This is a 14-minute eyeshadow palette. 14 minutes on the eyeshadow, really? So we're just gonna do the uppers right now. Because the lowers need to get done with makeup. So now I'm gonna go into contour. I always love doing contour first. Oh, I forgot to spray this. So I'm gonna spray this. My Urban Decay all-nighter. I forgot to wet it before I started this. Matchstick in Mocha, and I'm just gonna, oh, it does twist it. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this, couple dots here, and then here. Should probably be using my thing. Then we'll do the jawline a little bit. Oops. I don't want a little ham on that side, but we'll work it out. So basically, I'm just going to blend this all out with the Beauty Blender. Kind of doing it like the guy who did Tom Barnes, I think his name is. Don't quote me, but we're just gonna blend it on out and just blend.
You're the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution.
Okay, so we got a light bronze going on, which is nice. And then we're gonna go with foundation, and I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation in light beige. So it comes with this little spoolie thingy bopper. I actually just want to like take it a little bit in certain areas. So I just want to take it down here, a little bit in here. This might not be my correct shade match, but we will make it work. All right, so far it's not bad coverage. It's actually really good coverage. Let's go into KKW's concealer in number 4. Let's see what this looks like. I haven't used this in a really long time, so let's see. It's more peachy undertones than I forgot. That's the reason why I don't use it as much, I'm guessing. Probably the reason why I don't use it. The foundation is a little bit darker today than I usually would, so we are just going to go with it. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that where'd they go? Oh, I'm gonna go into 2 new things from Maybelline, guys. This is the 45 Chase Maybelline color stick, a color strike in Chase. So I'm gonna use this on the lower lash. I'm gonna use Spark in the inner corner highlight. So let's see what it looks like. Not bad. Let's try. Sponge is supposed to be saturated. So this is what the color is supposed to look like. So maybe we're not doing it hard enough. Okay, so that is done. It's a really nice, pretty shade. And then Spark in the inner corner. This is from What Would Lizzie Do? I love her channel. Just gonna pop this in the inner corner highlight. And that's what it looks like. I kind of want to, I wish I could bring you guys in closer, but I'm using a different camera today. So I'm just using this. And to be honest, I really do like it. Good job, Lizzie. All right, now that I have that, go into the Hourglass Ambient Light Palette. So there's a lot of stuff you can use in this. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the ambient light right here in this middle one. And I'm going to use that to basically set the under eyes. So let's grab some powder and I should have probably done this first. Just check to make sure there's no creasing. Okay, let's go in again. So far, I mean, it's there, but it's very subtle on my face. All right, okay, moving on. We're gonna go into the bronzer right here, which is called Natural Bronze Light. I'm gonna use this one. Oh, it's pigmented, so that's pigmented. All right, let's get the powder all over the table, and we're just gonna go, ooh, that is really pigmented. Okay, so we're just gonna go, okay. I'm just gonna, I dispersed it a little bit more on the face because then I can blend it a little bit more. I think I picked up too much product, which is true, because that light powder was just not doing it anything. We're just gonna pick up a little bit more. We're just gonna go lightly in the forehead area, down the temple. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go back into like a big puffy brush. I'm gonna go on this one. I'm gonna mix these two right here. I'm just gonna mix those two and kind of use it as like a powder to set and kind of blend everything together with the bronzer. I'm really going in these ham, so. Oh, look at that. You can see some discoloration right there. Right there. Look at that. What the heck? Something's going on. Okay. I don't know. Maybe it's that primer and the foundation just don't mix. But yeah, there's some separation of some sort right there. Telling you the flaws, guys. I don't know if it's the powder. I don't know if it's the foundation. I don't know if it's the primer and the foundation together. Oh, there's a hair right there that's just kind of stuck to my face. All right, so I kind of just set the face. So now I'm gonna go into blush, and I'm gonna go into this one called Mood Exposure, I'm thinking. Let's take it on a blush brush. Okay, it's there. It's a very pretty color. I don't know if it's my favorite. Let's just swatch them and see what they're supposed to actually look like. And then this one's supposed to, oh geez. All right, so this one is like a more of a mauve color, and this is more of like a really bright pink. Where are you? Here we go. Here's a Wet n Wild highlight brush. So we're just gonna go into this one. Pick up the product. All right, let's see what we got. Tap it off. Are you seeing anything, guys? I got like really hot lights on me. I'm hoping this makeup is not melting. I mean, it's there. It's very subtle. Trying to figure out if I want to use this palette for my wedding that's coming up in a year. Well, almost 13 months. It's just a very subtle highlight, which isn't too blinding. So it's on the forehead. I kind of like it. I mean, it's not blinding, but I don't want to be hella glowish on my wedding. So far, first impressions, I kind of like it. Not a huge fan of this peach color right in here, but I do like this one. So bronzer was very pigmented, but I was able to fix it. All right, mascara on the lower lash line now because I haven't done that. So let's just check mascara for the lower lash line. I'm hoping I won't cry at my wedding. So let's go into the e.l.f. crayon. This is called Neutral. And it's like just like a pencil. And I really do like these.
I just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are.
This is the color on the lips, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. I'm trying to finish my setting sprays because I have so many setting sprays that I need to use. So this is gloss on. Let's use the Jeffree Star gloss. This is called Legends Only. Ooh, I have makeup all over me. So this is the final look, guys. Let's go through it and I'll tell you my thoughts. So let's start off. Primer I've used before, great. Becca concealer, always darker, but I still use it. I need to get through this bad boy, so I think I'm gonna start using it as a primer, just because I want to get through it and then not use it. The new things were the Nikkie Tutorials and Beauty Bay. I love this palette. It's very great. It has color in it, but it also has a neutral tones palette. But so far, I love it. It's really good thoughts. This has already been used a ton of times. It's really one of my favorites. I just haven't brought it out because I just haven't used it. But I brought it out today and I really do like it. This foundation, I'm going to have to keep trying. I'm not 100%. It's really good coverage and stuff, but unfortunately, I felt like it was separating over here on the little cheek, but the blush kind of like hides it, so you can't really see it. But maybe it's just the dry skin that I have over there, but I really do like the foundation. It's light beige, so it works really well with me. And it kind of blended down in my neck pretty well, so definitely like that. I do like these Maybelline Color Strikes Cream Dew Powder eyeshadows. Definitely do like them. I'm definitely going to pick up quite a bit more because I really do like this collection. Concealer, not a huge fan of. I think I got the wrong shade, but you know, to each their own. And this one, the last thing is the Hourglass Ambience Lights palette. The only shade I really don't think I'm going to use is this one too much. It's just a really pinky tone and it's not really for me. I do like this blush and the highlight is really subtle and really nice. And these two powders are really work well together when you just blend them together. So I really do like that. I really think this is a good palette. Is it worth $80 for people who are on a budget? No, it is very overpriced in my opinion. I feel like maybe this could have cost maybe $45, maybe $50 because the pan sizes are really small and I made a huge dent into these two shades when I was just kind of pushing them together for the face. The only palette I really didn't make a big dent into is this one because I just swatched it. So you definitely do get, you're probably going to go through the product a lot faster in this one, I feel like, because I saw another girl, she had hers for about a year and she literally had no powder in these two. So I feel like this could have been a little bit more cheaper, maybe 40, 50 bucks. The packaging is nice, but last year the packaging was really cheapo, so that should have been a little cheaper in my opinion. Is this worth $80 to me as a person, as a consumer? No. I feel like it could have been maybe 50, maybe 55, a little cheaper. The pan sizes are really tiny. So this is a little baby one. This is an Hourglass blush that I got for $15. It's very tiny, very small, guys. This is the Illuminous Blush in Ambient. Luminous Flush. So this is what it looks like in here. And this was $15. And in here, might be a little bit bigger, but to me, they kind of look almost identical. Like not the same coloring, but like the same size and shape and the amount of product you get. Well, let me see. I'm going to check the back. So this is 0.4 OZs or 1.3 grams. This says 0.4 OZs or 1.4 grams. So literally it's like 0.1 gram off from what's in here, So this was 15 and this was 80. I don't think the pricing's right. That's just my opinion. But I did pay the 80 bucks for it. I did put my money into this. But I don't think it's worth 80 bucks in my opinion. And as always, please subscribe to my channel if you like these videos. And if you don't like me, I really don't care. this is what I like doing about makeup. So see you guys on the next one. Bye.